There's someone in your life who is empty, mad without you. For some of you, there's a person, and this could be a person that you're with currently. This could be somebody that you dated before, or somebody who courted you or wanted to pursue you in that type of way, but maybe y'all never crossed that bridge. When I say somebody feels incomplete without you, nobody can fill their cup in a way that they perceive you to fill their cup. For a lot of you, there's a few messages here, okay? So for some of you, this was a person that you dealt with, or a person who had an opportunity with you in the past, but they took you for granted and they didn't take advantage of being able to come together with you in that way. Or perhaps they were too busy entertaining other quote unquote options that they were trying to size up to you, that it wasn't even a comparison. Some of you have a person that they have a very strong desire to be with you. Somebody is obsessed with you, for lack of better words. And I don't even mean that in a weird way, like in a stalker type of way. I just mean somebody, they need your energy. It's almost like they can't breathe without you. I'm hearing that song, I can't breathe without you. I want to know. Yeah, that song, y'all. That song, okay? Like somebody literally can't breathe without you. Like somebody, it doesn't matter what they do. It doesn't matter how much money they're making. It doesn't matter how much success they have. It doesn't have no matter how many women are interested in them or men are interested in them. It's not you. Nothing can satisfy this person. For some of you, this person does have different options, or this person can be in a stage of their life where it's like with their career, they're moving around, or they got a lot going on, or they have a lot of different opportunities, or they're meeting different people, and they may even have different options in love and in dating, but it doesn't compare to you. Now, this is a side note. For some of you, this is a friend of yours who feels this way. Y'all can just be friends, even if it's platonic friends, is what I mean. And for some of you, you could have a friend in your life who they would be interested in you in that way. This is not to say that y'all don't have a real friendship, or that they're just with you because that they're attracted to you in that way. You could definitely have like a genuine friendship with this person, but it's almost as if there's somebody who, no matter how many people they date, or they try to find you in different people, like they're looking for you and they always fall short, like they can't find you. I'm not gonna lie, some of you who this is for, you have multiple people feeling this way. Like you can be dating somebody that feels this way, even though they have you. It's almost like they need your energy. Like if y'all are not on the same page of, or if they're not aware of how you're feeling or what you got going on mentally, or if they still have that position, or if you're slipping away, it can bring this person anxiety to where it's like they can't think. If their relationship with you isn't rock solid in their mind, it kind of infuriates or messes up, gets in the way of everything else that they're doing. Even if they have like major blessings, they could have things that's popping, but if there's some instability with you, or they don't know if y'all are solid, it affects them. Unless you are solid with this person, and like I said, this is for those of you who it could be somebody that you're with, this person kind of feels incomplete, or it feels like something is missing. Others of you, it could be multiple things. You could be dating somebody that they feel that way, or you could even be, for some of you, married to somebody that feels that way about you. For some of you, for a small percentage of you. And you could also have somebody that you've dated, or somebody who's interested in you, or some people that just looks at you from afar that really wants to be with you in that way. And maybe they look for other people that have similar characteristics to you. Some of you, these people or this person has tried to find or date other people that look similar to you. They might try to get with people who do something similar to what you do. So it's like, let's say you have a certain career, a certain path, or something that you do. They might have tried to date people that are doing the same thing or trying to do the same thing. I'm hearing trying to do the same thing, because baby is nothing like that original sauce. And it just it doesn't compare. This is also a side note. This is like a weird energy, but some of you could have a person that was in your life, like let's say somebody that you were dating, or somebody that y'all came together in a way of relationship, and maybe y'all went y'all separate ways for whatever reason. This person could have been sleeping on you. They could have taken you for granted. They might not have been being 100 with you, and then God led you in different ways. Like, look, cut this off, focus on what you're focusing on. Some of you, it's like there could have been a person that was a third party situation in terms of, let's say you are dating this person, you're dating person B, you're person A, and then there could have been person C. They could have been like a mutual friend, or maybe it was a friend of person B, the person that you were dating, but maybe person C was aware of you. Maybe they knew about you. Maybe they knew about you from social media. Maybe they knew about you because person B always spoke about you or talked about you a lot before they came together in that type of way. And this person, the person C, that third party character, could have been trying to be like you. Like, they could have known about you. Like, let's say this person spoke about you, or let's say that you are a public figure, and so this person already knew who you were. This person could have been trying to become like you. Like, this person could have been trying to speak like you. This person could have been trying to carry themselves like you. This person could have been trying to look like you in terms of the things that you do, or again, the way that you carry yourself. And it's a bad imitation of the real thing. If anything, it aggravates the person B, because they're like, the more this other person has been trying to be like you, the more that they realize they're not, and they will never be, because your energy and who you are is not duplicatable. See, when you have original copies, when you have original people, you can't copy that. Even if you imitate that, you just can't copy something that's original, even if it looks really good. It can look great, it can look very close to the real thing, but it's only one real thing. There's only one you. You're a person, that you're one of one. You have a person, or for a few of you, you have a group of people, or certain people that have crossed your life. It could be people over time, over the years. Let's say you had somebody that you dated when you was younger, somebody that you dated in middle school or high school or your college life. You can have different relationships that you've had over different eras of your life, significant relationships. For some of you, it's almost like each of these people, you were the best thing that they ever had. They'll never get another you. And even if they try to look, they might find people. And it's not to say that there are not other great people. Like, they could be in relationships with people that they like. They could have people that they come across that they're really attracted to, or people that they really vibe with or got along with, but none of them were you. And I feel like for some of these people, you know what? For some of you, it's a person that their ego is so big. What's that Beyonce song? Got a big ego, such a huge ego. I love his big ego. It's too much. Okay. Anyways, some of you, this person can have such a huge ego that you would never know. I'm going to be honest. For some of you who this message is for, it could be different people that, as I'm saying, that you already know the person in your mind. Some of you could be like, yeah, possibly a person that you're dealing with, that you're dating, or has been courting you. But some of you, this message is for all of them too, but it's very strong for a person who has a huge ego. Somebody who they would never want to let you know how much of a void is in their life since you've been gone. This could have been a person that you were always in their life, or even if y'all dated at one point in time, maybe y'all were middle school sweethearts, high school sweethearts, maybe y'all separated and maybe y'all were friends, but that person always had access to you, and you could have completely cut this person off for whatever reason. And again, for a lot of you, it's because these people just weren't straight. This person wasn't straight. They weren't keeping it real. Now that time has went by, and they realize you're the one that got away. Like, they're never going to get another one like that. And some of these people, it's like a void that's never going to be filled. The craziest thing about it is, for some of these people, they really could find another person that, like, there are millions of people in the world, even though you're one on one, even though we're pretty bosses and handsome bosses in here, often imitated, never duplicated. Even though we know that's going on, there are other dope people in the world. We live in an abundant universe, and children of the Most High should understand this. We live in abundance. Yeshua came so that we may live life and live it abundantly. This isn't just about finances. This is about everything in your life: friendships, opportunities, all types of things. Abundance is abundance in all forms. These people, or this person, could find another person that's good with them or could be compatible with them at this stage in their life, but they're just hooked on you. It's like, if it's not you, it ain't it. And I don't want to say for some of these people that's their karma. Some of you, it could be. Holy Spirit is like, no, some of these people, their karma was you not being in their life. But again, some of you, you'll be shocked if you knew who this particular message was about, because you'll be like, I thought that person moved on, or I thought that person was straight, or I thought that person didn't care. There's somebody who literally thinks about you daily. They think about you on a regular basis. Even if it's not daily, it's regular. Like, they think about you pretty often. You'll be shocked how often you're on the top of this person's mind. And for some of them, it's just their ego's too big to reach out or to say that. It could be rightfully so. I know a lot of us over here on Pretty Boss TV are not looking back. We're like, look, been there, done that. We moving on to we in the latter days. We not going back to people, places, situations that broke us down or tried to break us down. We're here for all of the new. We're here for the blessings. We're here for the other side of things. You could feel that way, but I'm telling you, there's a person, and it could be multiple people that this applies to in your life, because whoever you are, you're a magnetic person. Whoever you are one of one. And people always can talk about attraction. Most people will say that's why I always tell people, like, attraction is way more than looks. Looks can be part of it too, but attraction is attraction. Even when I think about some of the people or the person that I've been most attracted to in life, we're not necessarily like these stereotypical. For instance, what's the guy's name? Shamor Moore. He's never been my type. Like, I'm not attracted to him. I can look at him and be like, yeah, he's a handsome dude. Or what's the Lopez guy? Not the George Lopez, not the older guy, but the younger one that was like on wow, you can tell the time has shifted because I can't even remember, but he used to be like on that TV show back in the day. Um, Anyways, he does, like, he's a host and stuff like that. Like, he's physically, like, he's not an unattractive person, but I'm not attracted to him. Like, I've never necessarily been attracted to traditional. I don't know, it's just kind of a boring look to me. Like, people who have a traditional look, it just never has attracted to me, to make a long story short. But people who have a unique look, like people who they might not be the most traditionally attractive, but to me are the most attractive from a few of the people that I met. Not everybody. Like, I'm not really a person who just walks around and be attracted to people. Like, I'm not. I live in Atlanta. There's plenty of eye candy in Atlanta, and it doesn't eye candy me. I'm not moved neither here nor there either way. But I'm just saying, some of you, it's like that. It's like you have also that type of appeal to where, yeah, there could be a million other people that has a better this than you, a better that than you, that traditionally looks a certain type of way, but it's not you. It's not your energy. Like, you can't be duplicated. You're one of one. So, anyways, I don't know. That's just to say, and for some of you, even if this is also about another person that you have no idea, it is missing out so bad on your energy and really wish they could be around you, and tries to find you but can't find you in anyone. You can also be in a relationship now to where it's like the person that you're with, they feel that way. It's like they're only on ease when they know they're good with you, and they feel like they know where they stand in your life, or they feel like they have a certain hold, or I don't want to say grip on you, because we're eagles around here. We're dragonflies. Like, ain't nobody holding anything. The only thing holding us is God. But that's what makes you even more attractive. Like, I'm telling you, some people are pulling you up or looking back on you like one of their worst missed opportunities ever. I'm just keeping it a buck, okay? Anyways, if you would like confirmation on this particular prophetic message, or if you just like to chit chat with me for business services, business consultations, prophetic guidance, if you would like life alignment coaching sessions, if you just want to hit your girl up to connect and vibe, you can find where you can contact me on prettybossTV.com. It's always an honor and a pleasure to work with all of you. And then also 30 days to success, if you're ready to level up in all aspects of your life, baby, to where success finds you wherever you go, and you are that one because you tap into that, and you know that 30 days to success academy, that course is designed to get you right. That is the blueprint. Okay, that took me years to finally know what the blueprint was, because Oprah never wanted to tell us. She just wanted to put people on the show that told you to be positive, but they didn't want to give us the blueprint. So I got y'all on that. That's what 30 days to success is. I know y'all probably like, what's up with this girl and Oprah? My mom was obsessed with Oprah, so I used to watch Oprah stuff sometimes. But I used to be like, but she's not saying anything. Like, it's cool, it's motivational, but what's the tea? I want the tea. That's what 30 days to success is. So all my links are below. Let me know how this resonates in the comments. I love y'all so much, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Y'all willing. Peace.